but you can only come back if you subscribe. Do you know what I mean? So subscribe, and then you'll get notification when it comes through, and everyone wins, didn't they? So have a lovely week. Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you're having a lovely week. And if you don't mind, can you please subscribe to my channel? Thank you so much. Today I'm going to be talking about bounce flash at weddings. The basics of bounce flash, because I mean, there's so many videos online. Hold on a minute, let me just get rid of this. There's so many videos online already of bounce flash photography, so it doesn't need to be long. Do you know what I mean? It's just an easy one for me to get on there. But there's a little reason why I'm going to do it, because there's a little tool that I can recommend when you can't bounce flash, and you don't want to do off camera, and you're not ready to do off camera yet. Because I know I wasn't when I first started. I didn't do off camera flash for the first year or two. I didn't have the confidence. So bounce flash, easy as anything. I'm gonna quickly talk through where I only use flash for the dance floor. So the settings are pretty much the same every time. So I can go through that, I suppose. Might as well. So for the dance floor, if I'm using bounce flash. Remember, the bounce flash, people think the ceiling has to be really low. It can actually be and I was guilty of this years ago. It can actually be higher than you think. You just up the power. So you, oh god, bounce flash. So as you can see, camera flash. I'm hoping this gets picked up on the camera, because it ain't gonna work. You can see my camera, you can see my flash. Dance floor, I pretty much use the XT5, but I'm recording on that, so I'm using this example with the X100 and this little flash that pairs it really well. I always have it so it's for bounce. Remember, we're not talking about anything else, direct flash, not dragging the shutter, just bounce flash. Have it just so it's a little bit that way, so it goes over your shoulder when you're hitting the flash, hitting the shutter, that's always worked really well for me. So that's the first step. Second step, camera settings. Let's get that done first, because once I plug my camera settings in on the dance floor, I don't really touch them. F2.8 to 3.2. This is my go-to settings when I can bounce the flash at a decent ceiling level. 2.8 to 3.2. Aperture's plugged in, done. Ain't got to worry about that again. Shutter speed, I never ever go higher or lower than 200th of a second. Keep it at that. You know, that I never go any lower. That's how I've done it. That's how I got taught years ago. I don't need to change it. Works perfect. So shutter's plugged in, done. ISO. This is the bit that this is the one that will, at the exposure compensation, this is the one thing that I'll have to adjust more than the aperture and shutter. Especially the shutter. I won't change the shutter. A normal bounce flash setup, I'll put on ISO 3200. The reason I do that, I know there's going to be people going, "Oh my god, that's so high. You're stupid." I don't care. There's photographers I know that they shoot at no more than 800. That's the way I got taught at the beginning. The reason I'd rather go higher, because I don't want to compensate and have a lower ISO and be at like 1.4 aperture. Tried it, I don't like it. Too many shots are out of focus. More because of my style. I get in really close on the dance floor. I get in like, within a metre to 2 metres of people. So if I'm shooting 1.4, I'm asking for trouble. There's going to be a lot of shots out of focus. So ISO 3200, I like grain and noise. You can't even see noise in 3200 ISO anyway, because cameras are so good now, but I like a little bit of grain. And you can't even hardly see it in that. I actually add grain sometimes because there's not enough. You don't start seeing grain on a Fujifilm until about 6000 ISO. So 3200 ISO. The main reason I want that not low. Say if you want to be like, you was like, oh Gary, I'm happy with the aperture, shutter speed, but I don't want ISO that high, you know, because I'm worried about grain and noise. Try it, because you can't see the grain anyway. The main reason I do that is because the flash power can stay low. You can have that low. You want that low. The reason I want that low is because you want that your flash to recharge quick. Moments are happening quick on the dance floor. You don't want it, you know, recharging and your flash don't go off. So most flashes, I can't talk for, I'm pretty sure all flashes have this same power. All my flashes go from, the lowest power is 1/128, then it goes to 1/64, 1/32, 1/16, 1/8, 1/4, 1/2, which is like ridiculously powerful. If you do 1/2, 1/4, 1/4, it takes about 3-4 seconds to recharge. And I mean, I never go that low, that high. My rule is try and keep it to the two lowest powers, so 1/128 or 1/64. So if you've plugged in them settings I've just spoken about, and your ceiling is a little bit higher than what I'm envisioning, you can then keep the settings but go to 1/64, which is still really low. The furthest I will push it is 1/32, but if I start going into that flash power, I'll put the ISO up a little bit more. You know, I've got no, that's just me, you know. Don't start saying I'm crap. That's just me. That's what I like doing. Like I said, grain, I can't see any grain till 5000 ISO, and it's very rare I have to go that far anyway, and I'm happy to go that far, where some people might not want to go that far. So that's for balancing the flash. So you got your settings, you know, keep your aperture, you know, if the ceiling is really high, 2.5 is the widest I go, but I try and keep between 2.8 and 3.2. Shutter speed always stays at 200 a second. ISO range from 3200 right up to 5000. If you keep in that range, you'll always keep your flash power at the two lowest powers. And I like capturing my flash. I just want it to fill the subject's face. You know, I don't know if I'm going out the light a bit now. That's what I want. All the other settings are capturing all the ambient light of the room, and that's what I want. I want people to look at the photos. I don't want my flash overpowering everything and completely ruining the setup of the DJs, and the couple might have bringing different lights and stuff. I want them to see that in the pictures that it's there, and by doing these settings you're still going to capture that vibe that was set in the beginning. Just use your flash just to bring in to fill the shadows of the faces. I'm going to keep on balanced flash, because the last tip that you have to buy this part, but it's not that dear. Adheres, if you can't balance flash, you don't want to do off camera flash yet, you haven't got the money to buy it, you're afraid to do it yet, I'm going to be doing a video about it, so hopefully I can make you feel confident with off camera flash. You don't want to do dragging the shutter all night. I'm going to do a video about dragging the shutter. Dragging the shutter is brilliant, but you don't want to overdo it. So yeah, it's nice to have a mix, a variety of, you know what I mean, of everything. So if you want to carry on balancing the flash, but the ceiling is really high, and it gets really too high where all of a sudden your ISO is too high for your opinion, flash power, that's one thing I think we can all agree on. You don't want your flash power too high, because you know, the recharge is going to be too much. Magmod. Now, I'm not sponsored by these or anything, so I'm not getting paid to say this, but great tool. This cost me about 100 quid. It's the Magsphere, I think that's what it's called, if you type in Magmod. So that just acts as a let me set it up as I go along. Right, so if you can't bounce your flash and you want to do on-camera flash still, buy Magmod. First thing you buy is the Mag Grip. This Mag Grip, put it on your flash. See if I can see it. Right, that's on. Ain't gonna do nothing now. You can leave that on all the time. It's not that heavy. You can just leave that all the time. Magmod. It's there for you when you need it. There you go. Right. Yeah, as you can see, grips on, magnet. Right. Let me turn it on quickly. I ain't got no buttons, but I ain't got no buttons in my. I haven't got no batteries in my flash. Fucking typical, isn't it? But yeah, you don't need to see that. But yeah, as you can see, the thing I don't like about Magmod, I like light setups. If you've seen my videos before, I like small cameras, light for the day. It adds a bit too much weight for me. You need tools for everything to cover you. You know, in certain situations, you need to be confident with using them. But this is just the equivalent of bounce flash, same settings, 3200 ISO, the basic, you know, 2.5, 2.8 aperture, say, 200th of a second shutter, and flash power. Flash power can then stay at 1/64, 1/128. When you're using this, just remember you want to be close still to subjects, so it catches them. If you start going back too far, you've got to put the flash power really high still. But it just works as a great little tool if you can't bounce a flash, but you want to do on camera still. The little cards you get, which is absolutely fine if you're using a card, because I used to do it and it works. But this just gives you that, better quality light and more, it's just better, So yeah, put that on. So if you can't bounce a flash, bang, put that on, and you can bounce flash basically. So that's it. I'm gonna do my next couple of videos. I'm gonna keep them consistent, these ones, so they all stay together. Off-camera flash, dragging the shutter, and I think that's it. Flash setups, off-camera flash, dragging the shutter. Yeah, that's all of them. So I'm going to be doing them over the next couple of weeks, so make sure you come back. But you can only come back if you subscribe, do you know what I mean? So subscribe, and then you'll get notification when it comes through, and everyone wins, didn't they? So have a lovely week. See you later.